which is making you feel overwhelmed and overthink the situations. Yeah, it's something very common. Hi, how are you? Okay, so let's pull out your medical history. Yeah, we were expecting you. You are a very, very special case. Okay, we had a few biopsies of your ears. Quite interesting. Now, the analysis came out inconclusive, so that's a bit odd. Normally, we tend to find some clues in this kind of biopsies that we do of the earwax in people's ears, but with you it came out actually completely clean, meaning that it's just regular earwax. So tell me how you have been feeling these past weeks. Still struggling with that? Not able to sleep properly? Okay. And your last ear exam was when we checked you out? Yeah. So we did this ear exam around 2 weeks, more or less. Yes. Let's see the date here. Okay. How about headaches? Have you been struggling with that too? Feeling dizzy? Okay. How about when you're walking? Do you feel like the floor is moving a bit? Okay. Well, let's start by checking the ears. Let's see how it's right now. Now, remember the last time we had a few troubles to check you in because of that impacted earwax. Hopefully there is not now. Okay. So both ears are the same with you, so yeah, you are actually presenting the same problem. Yes, definitely. It's completely covered. A very hard earwax wall, which we call impacted ear wall, and I'm pretty certain that you're familiar with that. Yeah, okay. In these cases, as you know, we need to remove that impacted earwax first so we can check out the ear and see what we can do from there. But as I'm noticing, these ear walls are starting to grow faster since your last earwax cleanup was 2 weeks ago. So definitely it took less than a week to grow back. Okay, I'm gonna check the other ear in a moment, but I'm sure it's gonna be the same case. No. We're gonna have to go on and treat your ears for the impacted earwax. Now we're gonna have to be a bit more severe and aggressive with this, since I noticed that it's harder than before. Okay, let's see the other ear. Yes, definitely the same situation. Rock solid. Now, a more severe treatment. It's going to consist on the same medication that we applied before to soften up the area and be able to remove it. But it's going to be a bit harder to take out because every time we do this, it comes back harder and harder. Yeah, I'm not able to even look inside. The issue is very, very severe. Now, before we proceed with the cleanup of the entrance, I would like to do an ear exam, your hearing exam, I'm sorry, and see how it's affected. Let me check your history here. I do remember that we had issues with that in the past. Yeah, you normally wouldn't notice it per se because the change and the hearing loss, it's very, very slow in your case. It happens almost like in a period of 2 weeks that it slowly starts capping the area. So you don't really notice when it's that slow, the process. But I'm sure that there is a hearing loss. Yeah, I do see here that in past sessions you struggled with that. And it's actually getting worse the more exams that we do because it's getting harder and harder. So the layer, it just keeps the sound from going inside. You kind of tend to hear it a little bit muted, isn't it? It's kind of normal for you. Yeah, we get used to it, we get by. The human body is just extraordinary. It gets used to everything. So, let me illustrate you what is going on right now. So, this is your ear. This is the internal part of your ear. Now, right here in this entrance, normally we will be able to check right here inside of the ear canal. But in this part, which is the right entrance, it's a wall of petrified, and I would say this, petrified earwax. It can hurt when it's touched. I saw you twitching a little bit. So what we need to do is completely clear the area and gain access to the inside. Now, in the past with you, we noticed that this area was a little bit red, but that was from the earwax sticking to the ear walls, and some cases going into the inner ear here. So this is what allows us to hear. Okay, in your case, all this is trapped with earwax, this ear wall. So we're trying to liberate this part. And as I was telling you before, very important, especially in your case, not to use cotton swabs, because what you're doing is just pushing the earwax all the way inside, making it harder and harder and harder every time because of your earwax overproduction. So we want to avoid that. But in your case, the production is just so let's move ahead and do the hearing test. You can barely notice, right? Yeah, that means that the ear wall, the wax ear wall that you have is getting wider with time, meaning that the sound cannot travel inside and be captured. So, as I was telling you, we're going to be using this new drug that hopefully is going to soften the earwax faster. It's more or less the same as we did before, that you felt that sizzling sensation in your ear, like something's cooking. It's gonna be similar to that. Also, it might get a little bit wet, so let's protect your place beforehand. Okay, let's put this here. I'm going to put one on each ear. Okay, so try not to move while we do this. Thank you. Okay, very good. I'm gonna apply it directly here. Very good. Good. Now this one takes a bit longer to act than the other drugs that we applied. So you're not gonna start hearing that sound that I was telling you about. Okay. I would try not to move, okay? Very good. So let's get that acting up. Normally it takes around a minute to start the dissolving process. You should be hearing it in a moment. Now let's see. We're gonna have to leave it for a couple of minutes. I don't like to scrap in this situation and scrape the area because it's so delicate for you. So hopefully with this new drug it's gonna help quite a bit and be dissolving on itself, and hopefully even a little bit in the inside, but we're gonna check once we are inside there. Okay, yeah, it does sounds like that, isn't it? Like something is cooking inside. Yeah, it's a solvent that works on the earwax and just makes it melt like honey. Because right now it's, well, not right now, but it was petrified. So what this drug does is soften it up, making it like very, very soft, even liquid. That's why I protected your clothes, because sometimes it can be dripping a bit. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's clean you up. Good. That's interesting. It's more clear this time. Which it's a very good sign. Okay. Let's let it out a little bit more. Let me go get my other tools, because I'm pretty sure that this is gonna end up with another profound and very deep ear cleaning. Okay, just one moment. Normally it takes less than 5 minutes, so 3 more minutes should be okay. 1 second. Okay. How are you feeling? Yeah, you're used to it. Okay. Guess it's time to inspect the ear. Very good. Try not to move, okay? Yes, it's quite a lot. There's a big build-up. Don't see much redness. I got dissolved a little bit, but and it's quite an extensive and quite severe cleanup. It's filling up faster than before. So let's move like this, okay? Now here is the same issue. Both ears are exactly the same, to be honest. Listen, this situation can be good because it's telling us that this might be just a normal process for your body, that it's just overreacting. Maybe someday you got a little bit of dust inside and your ear starts overreacting. I don't know if you know how pearls are made. When a clamp gets a little grain of sand, just one grain, gets inside of them, their bodies react in this very violent form, creating this protective layer around them, which is the pearl, to protect their bodies from the sand grain. So what is happening with you, it mimics that when there's a foreign object or something, let's say a little tiny bug went inside, or a little bit of dirt went inside, or a bit of water got inside, your body overreacts to this. What we normally would do, a normal body will do, is just create a little bit of earwax and try to dispose of it. But yours, it's completely shutting down the ear, covering it with the most earwax possible to protect the ear. It's like a very overprotective parent, your ears. But since we've been doing a lot of testing, a lot of exams and biopsies, and we haven't found anything, and both ears are exactly the same situation, I would say that's a good theory, that your ears are just overreacting to this, and it does cause a little bit of problem with the hearing loss and maybe not making you feel the greatest. But I think we can work out a way to prevent this with more ear cleanings through the month. Normally with you we go every 2 weeks, right? 2 to 4 weeks sometimes. Okay, oops. Let me just work out something here. Will you have time to do it once per week? And I know it's gonna be a very hard routine to maintain once per week, a cleanup, but I'm not saying a medical cleanup that you have to come to the clinic, wait, and stuff like that. No. There are salons and these beauty places that have this service of ear cleaning. Let me see if there are some around here. And they can be covered by your insurance. Yes, if we make the form, send it to your insurance provider, we can make it free for you. You just have to be there and get the ear cleaning, and can be even relaxing for you because you're doing once per week and not every 4 weeks, when the earwax is harder and is more difficult to remove. And this way, once per week, we can try and see if it works, maybe even slows down the process. Or we can teach you how to do it yourself at home, but sometimes it can be difficult, okay? Yes, it's more relaxing when someone does it for you, isn't it? Okay, there is a few beauty parlors here that offer that service. I'm trying to read here if it's something that could help you. Okay, one moment. Nurse, can you come here a little bit, please? Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna ask my nurse to look up this information while I do your cleanup. Yeah, with us, normally it takes around, what is it? 10 to 20 minutes to clean your ears, right? Yeah, because it's so full, especially right now, it's quite severe. So with this service, you can do it in less than 10 to 15 minutes. And in a relaxing way. Oh, hello, nurse. Well, I need you to do me a favor, please. Can you look up the beauty parlors around us that offer ear cleaning sessions? And can you call them and ask them what kind of service is their ear cleaning? Yeah, okay, thank you. I need information in around 20 minutes. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna be preparing you for that, okay? Now in your case right now, it's harder than usual, so there's gonna be a lot of scrapping there. Yeah, this time it's a little bit difficult, so we're gonna be using our drops and probably other tools that you haven't been noticing before. You're a veteran with ear cleaning, so you know, try not to move or sneeze or talk during the process, and just enjoy it, okay? Let me just recline you. Okay, you're comfortable like this. So, I have quite a lot of experience with you, so I know that you tend to fall asleep during the procedure, so don't worry. Everything's good. We already know how it works. Just try not to move, okay? Very good. Okay, I'm sorry to wake you up. I'm gonna remove the towels from your face. Put it up because I noticed that you fall asleep. How are you feeling? At this point, it's relaxing just for you, right? Yeah, I know how it is. You've done it so many times that you just feeling like a lullaby. Okay, so the nurse gave me the information here, and we found a perfect candidate place that can do it for you in 15 minutes, okay? I'm gonna do the research, and I should be calling you in around a week to tell you that we're ready to start this experiment. We're gonna try this experiment for a month, okay? During this month, we are gonna be doing 4 ear cleanings, and in this place, yeah, not with us. And hopefully this is gonna work and slow down the process. We're gonna experiment with this, and in the 4th week you're gonna come with us, and we're gonna be running some tests, and we're gonna take some samples too to see how it works. Okay, I'm gonna go home with drops for that redness that I notice, but that's it. Everything seems fine. And that sensation that you were dizzy and you were not being able to sleep is gonna fade out, you know. With the pressure from your ears gone, you're gonna be able to sleep soundly. Do you have any questions? Well, you already know how the drops work, so please use it every night before going to bed. And next week, today, we're gonna start the first round of cleanups. Don't worry, we're gonna call you with information and how to do it, and you're not gonna have to pay out of pocket absolutely anything. It's gonna be covered by your insurance, okay? Any other questions? Well, it was my pleasure, and I will see you in 4 weeks, and in a week my assistant is gonna call you. Okay, please take care. Bye bye.